told you, I told you, I told you. Any black man you see running around here talking about white supremacy, he's a sissy. He's a pink panty wearing, ankle grabbing, lisping sissy. How do I know that's true? I present to you Don Lemon. Don Lemon got the nerve to leave. I think he in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know where the hell he is. Atlanta would be a good place for Don Lemon because this already been going Maury. Probably go to Jamal Bryant's church. So Don Lemon gonna go all the way up to Minneapolis, aggravating nice. So he's following these people to a church, all right? Because they believe that one of the pastors at the church worked for ICE. Come to find out the pastor worked for ICE years ago. They break up in the church protesting. Don Lemon right with them. And then worked himself up on some charges.
And to a Fox News alert, journalist Don Lemon has been arrested in connection with an anti-ICE protest at a church in St. Paul, Minnesota. Bill Malusha joins us now with more on this breaking news. Hey, Bill.
Yeah, Charlie, good morning to you. Our colleague David Spunt and I getting this breaking news from multiple law enforcement sources just minutes ago, confirming that former CNN anchor Don Lemon has been arrested by federal agents in Los Angeles just after midnight this morning at a hotel. This obviously all in connection with that storming of a church in St. Paul, Minnesota by that group of anti-ICE agitators. Now remember, the feds had gone to judges to try to get Don Lemon arrested before. They went to a magistrate judge in Minnesota who didn't sign off on an arrest warrant for him. Then it went to a judge above him. He didn't sign off on an arrest warrant for him. Then it went to an appeals court. They also decided not to sign off for an arrest warrant for him. So there was experts who were predicting that perhaps the feds would go to a grand jury. It remains to be seen if that's what happened here, but we can confirm that Don Lemon was arrested in Los Angeles by federal agents just after midnight Los Angeles time at a hotel. Now, typically, standard procedure with an arrest like this is the defendant will likely make their first court appearance sometime the same day. So there's a chance we may see Don Lemon make his first court appearance in Los Angeles sometime today. But obviously, this is going to grab all sorts of headlines.
And they got these white, liberal female women. All of them ugly. I mean, if you want to find some ugly women, you find white, liberal women. So, Don Lemon, take his gay behind up there, talking about he a Christian. Don Lemon is the Jamal Bryant type of Christian. He's openly gay, married to a man. And then he wants to walk into the church and he wants to start giving these people a soliloquy and lessons on Christianity. To all men out there, now I think that the white men already, they don't, a lot of these white men don't give a damn about being gay. Hell, a lot of these white Democratic men, but a lot of black Democrat men still try to act like they don't know that being a male Democrat equates to being gay. I'm trying to pull y'all coat to this now. Because a lot of y'all don't know this now. If you are a Democrat male, that means you are part of the rainbow clique. You're gay because you voted for gay stuff. And if you weren't gay, you wouldn't vote for gay stuff. It'd be an aversion to you. So the deal is, if you are not gay, you need to be getting out of the Democratic Party. I'm telling you, because everybody that see you as a male Democrat, they're going to say you're ankle grabber. I'm just telling you. I don't know if you know that. I'm telling you, that's the word on the street. If you don't want to be seen that way, and in America, they say that's okay. Yeah, do your thing, man. Go to town, go to town, go to town. I mean, I'm just trying to tell you that if you walk up in a gay nightclub and say, hey, man, if you walk up in that gay nightclub, people going to think you're gay. No, they're not. The DNC is the equivalent of a gay nightclub.
Yeah, but it was vinegar. Apple cider vinegar.
There it is.
I know.
So Don Lemon is a poster boy for the black Democrat. Sweetness. And he ain't Walter Payton. Him and Jamal Bryant and Freddie Haynes and all these gay black preachers around here. Tell the young man, I know y'all gonna have a good time at the DNC convention in 2028. I can just see the village people running around there singing YMCA. So Don Lemon and his crew decided they were gonna bust up here in this church. They up there fighting ICE because they want to keep their voting bloc, which is the Somalian people and the illegals. They want to keep the money that they've been stealing from the federal government. They don't want to go to jail for stealing the money, for taking bribes. They are now in a Democrat Party death fight. Black people aren't coming on the streets to support them like they did with George Floyd. So they got to call out the Karens. And then the Karens called out the Keishas. And now this is just like an Amazon bar fight out there in the streets with ICE every day. So there's a bunch of he women and she men out there every day fighting ICE. And with all of that mayhem, ICE is they've still arrested over 10,000 people in Minneapolis. Now think about that, man. You got yourself a city that had 10,000 illegals in it. And they're still arresting them. 10,000. Good God Almighty, man. 10,000 illegals and they're still finding them. And those people are up there trying to keep the illegals up there. And these illegals are making the rents go up because if you have a finite amount of houses, when you have an influx of 10,000 more people, yeah, the price of the units are going to go up because they become more scarce. Scarcity makes prices go up. It always does. You have public education, and the schools have a finite amount of schools and a finite amount of teachers. And when these illegal children come in who can't speak English, they're going to take time away from your children, resources away from your children. Many of them bring fentanyl up here because these countries down there, they open up their jails, and they allow the criminals to come up here, and they bring the fentanyl up here, and we've lost 100,000 children a year from fentanyl poisoning. To take your jobs. This is how they do it. An American has to have so much money. There's a lot of these states, where every state has some type of minimum wage, and some are higher than others, but if you need $20 an hour to work somewhere as an American, and you get your Social Security taken out, and you got your Medicaid taken out, and your employer pays half your Social Security, pays half your Medicaid, OSHA standards, all this kind of stuff. And then an illegal will come there and do the job for $7 an hour, and you got to worry about none of that. Who do you think gets the job? You or the illegal? Correct. The illegal. So it takes your jobs away, makes the streets unsafe. If an illegal gets sick and goes to the emergency room, or if he gets shot, or he breaks his leg, does the emergency room have to take care of the illegal? Answer that question. Yes. So what happens there? You get crowded out of the emergency room. You can't see a doctor for months at a time. Why? Because you only have so many doctors. When the illegals came to America, they didn't bring their doctors with them. So the amount of doctors you had in the hospital before they came, and the same amount of doctors you have after they came. And so the time to go see the doctor expands. And all of this costs money. So Section 8 housing is taken up. SNAP benefits taken up. Medicaid, Medicare taken up by illegals. And these Karens and these white liberals are fighting to keep them here. Not because they care about you, because they care about themselves. Y'all, hope y'all wake up and see what's going on here. I hope you wake up and see what's going on here. I hope you wake up and see how these people making fools out of y'all. Hope you wake up and understand that the Democratic Party cares nothing about you. As I said before, they're a party of perverts, liars, psychopaths, anti-Christian bigots, thugs, hoes, and rappers. I want you to subscribe. I want you to comment. I want you to like and share this material. Because we are going to spread this message, and we're continuing to spread it all over the world. I want you to look at what's going on up there, because they want to spread this all over America. They want to make it so tough for the federal government to get these illegals out of Minneapolis. And when it comes to doing it in Chicago, LA, New York, and all these other cities, they're just going to say, too difficult. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Just leave them alone. That's what they want. They want it to be such a tough fight that the federal government just gives up on it. They can't give up on it. Our nation is at stake. With 30 million illegals in this country, they have the ability now to control the government of the United States of America. All right, friends. Vince Everett Ellison is here.